All right, everybody, get ready. Because today we're doing a deep dive into Bunnings.
Bunnings.
Yes, Bunnings.
Okay.
I know what you're thinking, a hardware store. Really. But just trust me on this, okay?
Yeah.
We're going full digital detective today,
Oh,
using just their Australian website to figure out what makes this brand so fascinating. What makes this brand pick?
interesting.
Like one of those online puzzles where you have to find the clues hidden in plain sight.
I don't like it.
But instead of finding Waldo, we are uncovering Bunnings' secret sauce for success.
It is remarkable how much a company can reveal about itself online, even when it's not trying to.
Oh, absolutely.
Like a shop window into their strategy, priorities, even their sense of humor.
Yes, and let me tell you, there were definitely some chuckle-worthy moments browsing this website.
Right.
Oh yeah, but first impressions.
Yeah.
Forget just hammers and nails. This place is like a department store.
Okay.
Like they have, of course, the expected tools and hardware section, right?
Right.
But then, bam,
What?
pet supplies, outdoor furniture that like belongs in a magazine spread.
Wow.
They even have a whole section dedicated to Halloween.
No way.
Who knew Bunnings was the place to go for spooky season?
That is fascinating. What I find really interesting here is how strategically they've chosen these categories.
Okay.
It's not just about selling a wider range of products, it's about positioning themselves as the one-stop shop for a very specific lifestyle.
You're right. It's like they're speaking directly to us,
Yeah.
to that Aussie way of life.
Backyard barbecues.
Yeah, the backyard barbecues, the love of DIY projects.
The slightly chaotic joy of Christmas lights.
Yes, all of
Yeah.
it. And they're there to equip you for every single part of it.
Precisely. And just look at how massive their outdoor living section is.
It's huge.
Clearly, Bunnings understands that for their customer, life extends beyond the living room. They're tapping into this very real desire we all have for comfortable, stylish outdoor spaces.
And they're not just leaving you to figure it out on your own either.
Yeah.
Which I love. I love how they've included all these how-to videos and project inspiration galleries.
Yeah.
It's like having a DIY guru on call 24/7.
It really speaks to, I think, a deep understanding of their target audience. I mean, these aren't just seasoned renovators. They're everyday people who might need a little guidance,
Right.
a little bit of hand-holding through the process.
Exactly. And speaking of hand-holding, we have to talk about these team member quotes that they've sprinkled throughout the website.
Oh, yeah.
It's like having a friendly Bunnings expert leaning over your shoulder offering advice.
What do you mean?
So this is one quote from, like, Emma in Flooring.
Emma in Flooring.
Yes, and she recommends checking out their tool hire service for big projects.
Oh, that's very practical.
Right. Practical, A&D, budget-friendly. Who is this Emma, and can I hire her for my next renovation?
It's brilliant. What a great way to inject a human element into the online experience. It feels personal, approachable, even a bit cheeky at times.
Yeah.
Like they don't take themselves too seriously, which is endearing.
Right. And it creates this feeling that, like, they're not just there to sell you stuff,
Yeah.
but to actually help you succeed with your projects.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they want you to have an epic Halloween party with perfectly strung fairy lights.
Exactly. And that sense of community, I think, extends beyond the website.
Oh, yeah.
Remember those, how could you forget, those iconic Bunnings sausage sizzles?
Oh, how could I forget?
They're practically an Australian institution.
Practically. I think it is an Australian institution.
It's about more than just a quick bite. It's about fostering that sense of belonging.
Yes.
A shared experience.
It's true. Okay, so we're already starting to see a bigger picture emerging here.
What's that?
This isn't just a website. It's a carefully crafted ecosystem
Oh.
designed to appeal to a specific type of customer and fulfill their needs on multiple levels.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But the question is, how does this meticulously crafted online persona translate into an actual in-store experience?
Yeah.
Because that's the real litmus test.
Ooh, good point. You'd hate to get, like, lured in by the promise of all this friendly advice online, and then you get to the store and...
And you end up wandering aimlessly through this labyrinth of power tools.
Exactly.
So to understand the true genius of Bunnings, I think we need to dig deeper into how they bridge that gap between the digital and the physical realms.
All right. You've officially piqued my curiosity. I'm ready to delve into this world of Bunnings customer service,
Yes.
these legendary team members,
Yes.
and maybe, just maybe, uncover the secret to their sausage sizzle success. Okay, so we've established that Bunnings' online presence is like this well-oiled customer-centric machine.
It is.
But how do they translate that same energy into an actual like brick-and-mortar in-store experience?
That is the million-dollar question.
Right.
And I think to answer that, we need to think about the expectations that they've already set online.
Okay.
This isn't just about, having the right products in stock. It's
Yeah.
about replicating that feeling of like personalized guidance that we talked about and that sense of community.
Totally. It's like they've invited us into this beautifully curated online world, right?
Exactly.
And now they need to roll out the welcome mat in their physical stores.
They do.
No pressure, Bunnings.
Indeed.
But it all starts with the people, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, remember those charming team member quotes?
Yeah.
They can't just be like website gimmicks.
Right.
Bunnings needs actual real-life Emmas in flooring
Yeah.
who are genuinely passionate about helping customers, find the perfect power tool for their DIY disaster. Imagine, like, strolling into Bunnings, completely overwhelmed by just the sheer volume of paint swatches.
Yeah.
And then suddenly this friendly face appears, and they're like, need a hand with that?
Need a hand with that.
Yes.
That's the dream.
It's about cultivating a culture of customer service that goes beyond just like pointing you in the right direction.
Yeah.
It's about having knowledgeable and approachable staff who are genuinely invested in helping customers succeed with their projects.
And maybe sharing a dad joke or two while they're at it.
Why not?
Because let's be honest, no DIY project is complete without a healthy dose of humor.
Absolutely. But, it's not just about the people.
Okay.
The physical space needs to reflect that same welcoming and inspiring vibe
Oh, for sure.
that we got from the website. Imagine if the website layout just like magically transformed into the actual store layout.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd be wandering down the outdoor living aisle, mesmerized by the perfectly staged patio furniture
I can see it.
and the tantalizing aroma of a nearby sausage sizzle.
Now you're talking.
Right.
It's about creating an immersive sensory experience.
Yes.
Think clear signage,
Okay.
logical product placement,
Mm-hmm.
and maybe even some interactive displays where customers can like test out a power drill or get a feel for different timbers.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
A little try before you buy action.
Exactly.
I can already see myself getting a little too enthusiastic with the nail gun in the power tool section.
Of course.
And don't even get me started on those curated lifestyle collections we saw online.
Oh.
Imagine like dedicated areas within the store showcasing outdoor living, kitchen inspiration,
Oh, wow.
even a Halloween haven come October,
No, that's good.
complete with spooky lighting displays and a team member dressed as a zombie offering expert advice on fog machine placement.
Okay, maybe not the zombie.
Okay, maybe not the zombie, but you get the idea.
You get the idea. It's about translating that digital vision
Right.
into a tangible, three-dimensional world
Yes.
that customers can literally step into.
It's like bringing Pinterest boards to life,
Yes.
but with the added bonus of friendly staff and the scent of sawdust in the air.
Precisely. And let's not overlook the importance of those little details
Yeah.
that enhance the customer experience.
Like what?
Clean restrooms,
Important.
ample parking,
Yeah.
maybe even a coffee cart for those, mid-shopping caffeine cravings.
Okay, now you're speaking my language. A coffee cart, A&D, a sausage sizzle.
Why not both?
Did have to roll me out of there. But seriously, it's those thoughtful touches that elevate a good shopping experience to a great one.
Absolutely. It's about creating an environment where customers feel welcome, where they feel comfortable and inspired, not just overwhelmed and tempted to retreat to the online checkout.
So basically, Bunnings needs to bottle that feeling you get from browsing their website.
Yeah.
That sense of possibility, community, and I can totally build that optimism
Yeah.
and inject it into every corner of their physical stores.
Exactly. And if they can successfully bridge that gap between the digital and the physical, they will solidify their position as not just a hardware store, but a true lifestyle destination.
It's funny. We started with like a simple website visit.
Right.
And we ended up having this whole existential debate about the future of retail.
It's true.
But I guess that's the beauty of a good deep dive, right?
It is.
You never know where you're going to end up.
That's right. It speaks to the interconnectedness of everything.
It really does.
A website can be a window into a brand's soul,
100%.
Their strategy, their understanding of human psychology even.
So true. But, okay, for those listeners who may be tuning in while in the middle of a DIY project and need a quick recap,
Okay.
let's break down our Bunnings findings.
Okay. Sounds good.
So we started with the premise that Bunnings is more than just a hardware store.
More than just a hardware store.
And their online presence definitely backs that up.
It
They're not just selling products. They're selling a vision,
a vision, okay.
a Bunnings vision of a life well-lived, filled with DIY triumphs and backyard barbecues,
I love it.
maybe even a prize-winning Halloween costume.
Right. And they're achieving this by really understanding their target audience,
Yes.
their needs, their aspirations, even their sense of humor.
Those cheeky little team member quotes. Come on.
Exactly.
They were not just thrown in there by accident.
Yeah.
They are part of a larger strategy to humanize the brand and make customers feel like they're dealing with a friend,
Yes.
not just like a faceless corporation.
Exactly. But as we've discussed, I think the real challenge lies in translating that online magic
Yes.
into a tangible in-store experience.
Okay, because what good is a perfectly curated online vision if the reality doesn't live up to the hype? It'd be like going to a restaurant because of their mouth-watering Instagram photos,
Oh, yeah.
only to be served a lukewarm disappointment.
Exactly. And I think Bunnings has set a high bar with this online presence.
For sure.
They've created this sense of community, expertise, personalized service that's really hard to replicate in a physical space.
It is?
But that's the challenge they face,
It is.
along with so many other retailers in today's digital age.
Makes you wonder, has that ever happened to you?
What?
Like, where a brand's online persona
Yeah,
didn't quite match up with the in-person experience.
all the time.
Right. Such a letdown.
It is.
Yeah.
It really is. Which is why Bunnings' success hinges on their ability to bridge that gap.
I'm understood.
They need to bottle that online magic
Okay.
and inject it into every corner of their physical stores.
Yeah. From the moment you walk through the door to the moment you, triumphantly load that last bag of mulch into your car.
Yes.
It needs to be this seamless continuation of that online experience.
It does. And if they can achieve that,
Yeah.
well, then they will truly be crowned the kings and queens of the hardware haven.
Love it. And on that note, we'll leave you to ponder this. What can other businesses learn from Bunnings? What small changes can they make to bridge the gap between their online and offline presence? Because in today's world, it's that holistic customer experience that truly makes all the difference.